Hey everyone, hey brothers and sisters in Christ, Dan Savage. Daniel Keenan Savage is an American author, media pundit, journalist, and LGBT XYLMNP community activist. He writes Savage Love, an internationally syndicated relationship and sex advice column. In 2010, Savage and his quote-unquote husband, Terry Miller, began the Two It Gets Better project to help prevent suicide among LGBT youth. Let's look at his social media. He posts about Jesus. A trucker put Jesus Saves from Hell on his truck. And Dan Savage says, don't know what track intermodal is, but they must have done something pretty bad if Jesus had to get involved personally. A blasphemous statue of a world-made Jesus. That's very appropriate. Jesus got himself a nice pair of low hangers there. He supports abortion, the murder of babies. He makes a point of pointing out Hail Satan with the pentagram. Another picture of a worldly image of Jesus. The eyebrows are fleek or whatever. I'm not loving the lipstick. He says, Happy Easter from Cadaver Jesus, dead Jesus. Here he is with his quote-unquote husband dressed up as a woman. More worldly pictures of Jesus, and he says it's going to haunt him. He takes a picture of this sign that says, Kill Freemasons, not drug dealers. And he says, Freemasonry's involved. Who would have ever thought? More Jesus, worldly picture. #blessed, he says. Makes a point of pointing out this ring. It says GGG, but it looks like 666. He's just pointing that out for us. Nothing to look into. I am a free witch and I have no guilt. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? I'm a guilt-free witch. He has a book that says Sex for Christians. Some light reading for my flight, he says. Jesus playing soccer with kids. He says Jesus saves, right? Jesus is a soccer goalie. And he stands with Planned Parenthood, which is code word for baby murder. He's got a cup dressed up as a worldly picture of Jesus. What would Dan do? Not what would Jesus do. Like I mentioned, he's quote-unquote married to a man. God defines marriage as a man and a woman, so this is not marriage, no matter how hard they want to make it. And who would have thought our friend Dan Savage is darkening one of his eyes utterly, doing the eye of Horus, yawn. How many people have done this? There's nothing to this. This is conspiracy theory from crazy Christians, right? He's showing who he sides with here, and it's clear from his posts and social media. This is not judgment. I do not hate this man. I hate what he takes part of, deceiving people, and living in a world that just wants to do what it wants, how much it wants, whenever it wants, with who it wants. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law, says Satanist Aleister Crowley. Dan Savage, the famous person covering one eye. Who would have guessed, everyone? God bless you.